6.1 trigonometric functions. Now 6.1, after we go through this, you will realize that we don't really mention about the functions here just yet. So this is a very preliminary study for the following sections to really get into the function. So now there's only one thing new, but before I get to there, it just review, so angles. All right, so now in secondary school, since grade 10 and 11, especially grade 11, you realize that we don't just write angles, with this kind of there's a triangle, then we say there's this angle. So we put the measure of angles onto so-called coordinate plane. So the coordinate plane. So it's this one. All right. So then we got the initial arm, we got the terminal arm, and then this one is our angle. And when the terminal arm moves, then that starting with the angle that absolutely can go any degree that is more than 90 degrees or even 360 degrees. All right, and the counterclockwise rotation that makes positive angles, the clockwise rotation that makes negative angles. Now these things you just need to review by yourself, okay? Now so far we also have been very familiar with so-called degree measures. So angles we're very used to something degree. And on your calculator, we always say make sure that the mode is in degree, right? Degree. However, today we are not talking about degree anymore. We would talk about radians. Now, over here, special type of angles. So what is acute angle? What is obtuse angle? What is right angle? What is straight angle? Then these things please review. And coterminal angles, that's also a review. So now this one is the new thing today. So this is now not the degree anymore. So it's a radian measure. And also the conversion between degree and radian. Okay, so this is our focus for 6.1. Okay, so now radian. So this is as it's more suited for scientific work and engineering applications because radian is an arc length. This takes a bit to get used to, but after some practice, you will be perfectly fine. Now there is a concept called a unit circle. So what is a unit circle? Unit circle means the radius is 1. The radius is 1. Okay. So then take a look at the reading, so-called the reading measure. So now, what is a reading measure? Reading measure is arc. So it's an arc length on a unit circle. So then let's take a look at the diagram. This is easier to explain, okay? So this is a 1 radian. Now what does that mean? So this means this length is 1. And you say, what does this length is 1 mean? That means, now for example, this whole arc length, if the radius is 1, now the arc length, so this means this arc length is 1. But you take a look at the whole circle. So then the arc length, because that's your circumference. So the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Now the thing is that because your unit circle, your r equals to 1. Doesn't matter, it's 1 cm, 1 meter. It's just 1. So therefore, your total arc length, the total, it is equals to 2 pi. Now, 2 pi, people always think, what is 2 pi? Well, 2 pi, as a matter of fact, isn't just a number. because pi equals to 3.14. So 2 multiplied by 3.14, and then this number is just 6.28. So the circumference 6.28, and then this one is part of the 6.28, and then that is 1. So then you add them all together to this point, it will be 6.28. All right. Now the conversion. So how do I convert from, so now we don't talk about this angle, but still, if this is an angle here that's given by degree, and then how can we convert how much the arc length is? All right, so here it's just telling you this is that. How to convert is like that. Well, the thing is that because this is length, you see this? This is 3.14. So the matter of fact is that if it's given by a degree, then you must use this. Why is that? It's because you need to cancel the degree, and then you would have just the length. However, if it's given by a length, just a number, and then you wanted to use this. Why? Because after this number divided in some sense, and then you have a degree as the unit left. So that's the point. So whenever you think, oh, which one I'm going to use? Well, think in the way that which one you need to cancel. Now, for example, 240 degree. Okay, well, change to only a length, so without degree. So then, of course, I wanted to multiply something that this 180 degree is at the bottom, so that the degree and degree could cancel. Then this is that. And then you cancel this one, it becomes 4/3 pi. Pi through 3.14, multiply that, you get that. So the same thing with this, always, okay, I needed to become just a length. Length is just a number. Length is a number. Then I must multiply 180 degree. So I cancel this degree again. Now here we go. We want to change this into a degree. Okay, well then the degree has to be in the very end. So then that is on the top. And then here's my pi here. And this pi cancels. So then I just 3/4 multiplied by 180 degree, and then cancel things, and then you got that length. No, sorry, you got this degree here. All right. Now here, take a look at here. Here says, oh, there's no pi. Well, there's pi, there's no pi. It doesn't matter because I always said there's a pi. Pi is just a number. So then again, we're going to multiply 180 degree over pi. So then that means the 2.13 divided by 3.14, and then multiply your degree, and then that's your this many degree. All right. Now we're talking about arc length now, arc length. So before we're saying that the circle is a unit circle, so then R is 1. But R does not have to be 1. It could be any type of circle that you have a length for the radius. And then the arc length is just this. Arc length is just your how many degree here multiplied by that is your arc length. Okay. So now let's take a look at that. So now you have a 5 cm is your radius, and your angle is 60 degree. So you got to change 60 degree into a radians. Now 60 degree again multiplied by that, so then this many radians. And then the radians multiplied by your radius, and then that gives you arc length. Okay. This example, these two examples, you can just see by yourself. For me to talk here is a little bit tedious. And then do exercise set to get used to the conversion from a degree to radians and be able to calculate the arc length. And then you're good for section 6.1.